Hi guys! Okay, so yesterday I posted a picture with my hair in a side braid and I got a lot of people wanting to know how I did it. So I have already straightened my hair, which I suggest you kind of straighten it just a little bit just to get like the kinks and stuff out of it so that it goes into your elastics just a little bit better and doesn't have frizz or anything. And then I've back combed it already and I parted down the middle today. You can really part wherever you want, and then you secure it with an elastic. So I just have my clear elastics that I'm going to use. Depending on your hair color will depend on the elastics that you want. If you have dark hair, you probably want to get the dark ones. If you have blonde hair, I suggest the clear because you might be able to see them if you do the dark ones. So get clear ones, and then size doesn't really matter. These are a little bit like probably medium size just because I use them in my daughter's hair. If you get too small, it might be hard to kind of wrap it around your hair and they might break a little bit easier. So you can do this down your bangs or side, or you can part it in the back, however you want it. And then what you're going to do is, so you take this whole section and you're going to part it in half. So you want to make sure that they're pretty close to the same, because when you're doing it, once you get a little bit closer to the bottom, it kind of makes it hard if one is smaller than the other, and you'll kind of see as you do it what happens. Okay, so then you kind of have like one on top of the other, so you're going to split it like through the side of it, not like right here. So then what you're going to do, take one of your elastics and you're going to kind of come down just a little bit. So I'm going to go about that size down, and then I'm going to secure just this piece, and I'm going to wrap mine about 3 times. You want it to be tight, but not too tight, because you're going to pull it, and if it's too tight then it doesn't really move. If it's too loose, it won't hold the section very well. So you're going to want it kind of tight, and you're pulling that section through there. So you open it in the middle, and then I just put like my 2 fingers through there and then just pull that whole section so I'm getting all of that hair. So then I just kind of brush through it with my fingers so that I get all of that hair out, so that it doesn't make weird pieces kind of pop out. So just down the middle, and then you're going to pretty much grab that hair and tighten that. So that elastic's coming up, as you can see, and then you're going to pull these out just a little bit. So you can pull these as you go, or in the end you can do it. I like to do it as I go just so I can get some out, because it is kind of harder when they're all in elastics because you're like going through all the elastics. So kind of pull it out just a little bit, then you can pull it tighter just so that elastic is nice and secure, and then again I just kind of brush it. Okay, so taking the piece that you just pulled through, you're going to do the same thing. So it's really redundant, you guys. I'm going to just show you the whole thing so I can show you what I do at the bottom. So again, you're just kind of coming down a little bit further, not right up at the top, because you're going to pull that hair through. So 3 times around again, depending on how thick your hair is. I have extensions, so my hair is pretty thick, and depending on your elastic size. So you're going to go in the middle of it, and then I take my 2 fingers, grab that hair, and I'm pulling that through, just like that. And then again, I'm going to brush it just so I can make sure I got all those hair pieces through, and then I'll kind of show you to the side. So then you're grabbing that hair and you're just tightening that. So you can see it kind of fans out a little bit as you do that. And then I just pull it out, so it kind of gives you like a look that your hair is a little bit thicker, even if you have thin hair. Okay, so just again, brushing it out. So now they're starting to get a little bit smaller as you go down. So when I get a few pieces down, I'm going to do probably wrap it like 4 times around, like that. So then you want it to be like pretty close in the middle, so then you're getting like the same on both sides when you fan it out. So just make sure you get all those little hairs pushed to one side or the other. Again, with my 2 fingers, I'm grabbing that and pulling it through like so, and then just kind of brushing that out. So you pull that, and then just kind of fan it out. So you're going to keep doing that. And you just want to make sure you get the 2 sections apart, or it's going to get messy. So wrap it around probably 4 times. So this is why you want your sections to be the same, because once you start getting to the end, then you're going to start to get like smaller little things right here and then bigger ones, and then it just kind of looks funny. So you just want to make sure they're pretty close to the same, so you get like your big and then kind of come down to the small. So it's not really a braid, it's really simple to do, and it's really, really fast when you're not explaining what to do. And you can pretty much do it on any hair length. You can do it in your bangs if your hair's a little bit shorter. If your hair's short, you probably won't be able to do it. It probably will look a little bit funny, but even if you have like medium length hair, you can still like do about this and then kind of stop. So I'm going to do a few more, and then I want to show you at the end how I wrap them together. So you will be able to see the elastic at the very end, because you're going to do, some people just leave the hair kind of sitting there when you pull it through and they don't elastic it together. I put mine together just to secure the hair. So some people will just leave it like that with the hair just sitting like that, so it kind of hides that band, but I don't like to do it. So I'm going to do just one more, and you can kind of decide how much hair you want left at the bottom. I might do 1 or 2 more, but you can see they get really, really small. So now I'm probably going to go about 5 times around. Oh, you guys, struggling. Okay. So if your hair is thin, you probably want to get maybe smaller elastics, just so you're not having to wrap so many times around. Like if you're going to do it on your daughter or something, maybe she has some thin hair, just so it's easier to take them out. Okay, so pull that through, same thing. Let's do one more. Okay, so you can leave it just like that if you want, so that the elastic's not showing, but it kind of does like a weird thing. So you can either like elastic these two together, which is usually what I do, just so they're secured together and that elastic will show. So that's why you want to kind of get some that match your hair, just because you can kind of see them just a little bit, which you can kind of make them disappear if you have dark ones and you can't really hide them. So I like to just leave mine like that. Some people even wrap their hair around it just because they don't like to see that elastic, and then like secure it, but you can kind of do whatever you want. But it's really simple. So that's why I straighten it before, because you are going to have these pieces kind of hanging out, and then when you pull it, it just is easier when it's straight. But that's all I do. Super simple. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments, and I will reply to you. Thanks, guys.